guys, it's WolfMaiden, and since Dark Tides is upcoming, there is so much to do. I'm making items to barter with other players at Dark Tides. So I have things to make, I have stuff to unpack, I have stuff to pack, and then it's time for the trip, and you guys will see a lot of that. I'm very excited. You guys are gonna hear about the Gentle Merchants in the coming weeks, and I'm excited about that. But I wanted to start this video off with a little haul first. Everything that I was buying in advance, because admittedly I have a corset addiction, and then also stuff specifically for Dark Tides. So yeah, so I'll get to doing that. If I knew where my scissors were, there they are. Okay, scissors. So this order was from Etsy. Because I'm changing the color of my belt things, this was gonna match my brown belt. I got this leather strap here for my tankard. So now if I want to go for a black or brown belt, I have all the fixings for both. So I'm excited. This was from the Minneapolis Leather Co. They had other leather items on there, but I particularly liked their style of just strap like this. Obviously this isn't just for tankards. If you need to strap anything on that has like a handle or whatever, you can do that. So they had multiple colors. This one I think more closely matched my belt, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it's fine. A little bit more color on my belt's not gonna hurt. So next is this bag. Okay. This one I've been waiting for. I've debated whether I should get this one over and over and over and over again, and finally I gave in to myself. I was like, I'm gonna use it. I just don't have a brown corset. So I got this brown corset off Amazon. Very nice. Actually has a little bit more heft to it than some of the other ones I bought off Amazon. It's got like more lining and stuff. Supposedly it has steel boning, so I'm gonna try that on later. And then this one should be from Holy Going. All right, so I'm gonna introduce this as my battle tunic. I wanted to have something a little bit different than what I normally have, so I got this kind of wispy tunic. And what I mean by that is that it's got all this back here, so it's quite long and flowy. I also left this at my friend's house that I was staying at after and before Dark Tides, so no try on for this. She's gonna bring it to be clean for me. That's where I'll see it next time. And it laces up in the back. It's got little panels here. And it's got this on the arms as well. It's very pretty. And then this one was very important. This is a refillable leather journal. Very smooth kind of feel to it. It's kind of marbled looking. Kind of a yellow. Ooh, it looks very overwhelming here. It's not that overwhelming, I promise. It's like a dull yellow paper. Not sure I'm a fan. Actually, it does kind of tighten, even with just a strap. So it's a cute little refillable journal. This is going to be for the Gentle Merchants. I chose specifically refillable just in case it ever gets filled up. And all of the members of the Gentle Merchants that wish to are going to put their experiences, the things they did in relation to the Gentle Merchants, or as a character that is representing the Gentle Merchants, and general stuff about the LARP that they thought was interesting in here. And then from here, we'll put it on our website, which when I do the Gentle Merchants video, you guys will obviously get to see the website So yeah, guess we'll look at the other stuff I'm doing for my Dark Tides prep. I'm going to be making stuff out of all of these fat quarters that I gathered over a while. Every time I would see a pretty color, I would get it. I have these scraps from my handkerchief project, and I can definitely use them for what I'm going to be doing for Dark Tides, where I am roleplaying a merchant along with a group of others who roleplay as merchants and sell swords and guards, craftspeople, and service providers. So everything you can think of related to selling or earning coin, the Gentle Merchants are about that. So I am playing the head of a merchant branch at Dark Tides along with several other people that are going with me. I hope to take some video of them, of us. You'll hear about the Gentle Merchants a little bit more, and you'll even be able to join possibly if you're interested. There is that. But yeah, for Dark Tides, I was mostly thinking about doing handkerchiefs, but then I was like, that seems a little boring. I might make more than just handkerchiefs. Got quite a few different colors here: green, beige, purple, gray. I got this blue, a lighter green, red, and white. And that's basically what I'm going to do craft-wise to get ready for Dark Tides. Behind the scenes, I put in a lot of work for other things, but this is what you guys are going to see, and yeah, so we'll get to that. So this is the mock-up for one of the things that I was making. It was a pouch that had 2 front pockets as well as an inside. And instead of making a ton of items, I decided, I guess, to waste my time experimenting. Definitely not a procrastinator here. And yeah, so that was the idea. It was going to look similar to this. It would have all these pockets. You wouldn't be able to see any of the seams. So it was a lot of inside out work. And so this was part of what I did here. I first sewed on the first pocket, and that was soon covered by the second pocket that would overlay on top of it. And then I decided to sew a piece on top of it that would create the pocket. So it was like right sides sewn together, and then you would do that inside out. You wouldn't have been able to see any of the sewing that I did because it was hidden due to that flip. Not to mention, I decided to do this all by hand sewing because I hate myself. And I spent a lot of time sewing a couple of things for Dark Tides rather than sewing many. But I suppose it kind of works out because I only had the ability to bring 1 checked bag on the flight that I was on, so couldn't have brought too much more. My suitcase was super packed. So then I started on a little pouch. I guess I didn't take much footage of the early bits or anything like that, but I was trying to, with scraps and my light green fabric, make a nice looking little pouch. And this was just the beginning stages of it. But I continued hand sewing this second project. And then here are the finished pieces. The 3-tone thing became a belt pouch, and the other one is just a pouch for right now. And then these are the propaganda posters that I made. My favorite, and the one that I came up with, is the Kicking Puppies one. All of them are great though. Some of them only make sense if you've been to the game in the past. But at least I feel like the Kicking Puppies one is one everybody can kind of get behind and be like, yeah, that ain't right. The date for the time that I was leaving was real quick. I got everything packed as much as I possibly could. I ended up taking out my armor and a lot of other things just to make room. I tried to fit the essentials and things like that in there. I did end up having more than enough to wear there, but yeah, it was finally upon us. I brought things that I was going to barter with other players. I made sure to bring, important things like my hats and all that stuff. So yeah. And that was the prep I did for Dark Tides. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.